This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Lobos will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Stallions offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Lobos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And the Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man down the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Stallions have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Williams. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Hill. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Johnson. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Stallions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. And the Stallions are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job of nice discipline by this defense.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That's 2 plays in a row now. I think this quarterback's been a bit too greedy. Down by the goal line. I know you want to throw a touchdown. You want to make the highlight-type play, but you've got to be smart. You've got to know the situation. You've got to throw the ball away if nobody's open.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. The give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Dropping back, it's Hills. Finds his man. It's Hall. He's loose. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option, the give. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
First down, Lobos.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Valdez. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
The Stallions will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Hill. Finds his man, it's Hall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
First down, Lobos.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
First down, Lobos.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Blair. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. All out of space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Back to pass, it's Hills. Grabs it in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
New Mexico.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. There he goes! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Stallions will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finding open areas. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Got it looking for a first. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And and the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Hills. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Lobos need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Makes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Stallions have a lot of options on second and inches. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They boot it away on fourth down. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. That's caught. It's Hall. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Scanning the field, it's Hills. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to get the corner. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking for a man. It's Hills. Touchdown, New Mexico! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking for room at the 25. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Good enough for a first down.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.